So sure, there was this talk of the giving tree, but there wasn't one of us who didn't know all along it was you, the giving mother. You who leaned over the stove and stirred and let spices fall like leaves, and you ladled and we slurped, and it would be remembered when we were old, the meatballs you shaped and the noodles on Sunday nights, and how you wiped your hands on your apron slow. The giving mother who lets us take up whole places inside of you, who keeps making spaces, never stops making spaces, growing soft and round, stretching thinner and growing fuller, your heart and hips widening with a widening grace. I never get over the shade of you, the grace of you, the limbs of you, the God-made giving tree. Because God needed someone to love the least and the little and the real, whole people, and he knew that to love was to suffer. So God made a mother. That God said, I need someone who will get up at midnight and scoop the most fragile of humanity close to her warmth, and rock, though she can hardly stand, and nourish, though she's mostly sleep-starved, and change the diaper, and the sheets, and the leaked on, leaked through, leaked down clothes, though she'll have to change them in the morning, and next week, and that won't change for years. So God made a mother. God said, I need someone with a strong heart, strong enough for toddler tantrums and teenage testing, yet broken enough to fall on her knees and pray, pray, pray. Someone who knows that in every hard place is exactly where you extend grace, who looks a hopeful child in the eyes and says yes, even though she knows every yes means a mess. But this is how we bless. Someone who has the courage to keep letting go because she's holding on to him. So God made a mother. God said, I need someone who can shape a soul and find shoes on Sunday mornings and get grass stains out of Levi's and make dinner out of nothing and do it again 79,678 times and keep children off the road and out of the toilet and in clean underwear and mainly alive, though she's mainly losing her mind. And we'll put in an 80-hour week by Wednesday night and do just one more load of laundry and one more sink of crusted, burnt pots. And we'll keep going another 80 hours because raising generations matters. And weaving families matters. And tying heartstrings matters. And these people here in the hidden places matter. So God made a mother. Someone who can comb back pigtails and tie up skates just right tight, who could pretend she remembered algebra and how to get home from here, and that really she was fine. It must just be those silly onions. Someone who would run for the catch and jump on a trampoline and play one fierce game of soccer and not give a thought to all those labors in her weak pelvic floor. Someone who would stay up all night with a science project that never ends and get up early for the game in the rain. Someone who would wait at the door until the taillights were out of sight and still be smiling brave. So God made a mother. It had to be someone willing to keep loving when it made no sense at all, because that's what love does. Someone who knows that life is a gift, not an emergency. So just slow it down. There are children at play here, and we don't want anyone to get hurt, and hurry makes us hurt. Someone willing to feed and lead and lay down her life and take up her cross, and give of her time, because they have her heart. Someone who knows that we all blow it. What matters is what we then give after. Who could humble herself into the tender sorrow that covers a multitude of sins. Someone who would live like a giving tree. Who would give grace, give life, give thanks. Eucharisteo, the giving thanks for every grace that gives back always joy. Someone who would stand in the mess in the midst and give thanks anyway, because Eucharisteo always, always precedes the miracle of discovering that the giver himself is always, always more than enough. Someone who would live it 1,000 times, give thanks, and discover that the giver himself is the gift, and that he alone is always enough. Someone who would pour out and bend down and surrender not only to the physical pain of childbirth, but the far deeper, unending heart pain of letting go. Letting go. Letting go from the womb, from the arms, from the front door, someone who knows that umbilical cords can be cut, but heartstrings never can. Someone who would bow her head at night over the girl sleeping with a doll in the crook of her arm, and give thanks to her Father for this hidden light that's turning the gear for the whole spinning world. So God made a mother. You, the giving mother, made by God to be a safe shelter, with your roots dipping like vines into aquifers to siphon up love out of the caving cup of His hands, and those always underneath,